She's not playing the part right now, but she's very excited. She never really gets out of the house. This is my little wiener dog, Bella. And all through last summer, I told you guys, like, I'm gonna take her fishing, I'm gonna take her fishing, I'm gonna take her fishing. Then I got too busy and I never did. Actually, busy is just an excuse. I never did. But today is a different day. Illinois finally decided it wanted to be spring. To be truthful with you guys, over the last week, I've actually tried to film this video like 3 times now. I've gone pond fishing 3 different days, put in so much time, and never caught more than 1 bass per mission. My last attempt was yesterday. It was the last cold day, and I did catch this nice fish. Oh, there's one. It's a good one, too. Watched him eat it. All right. I knew this pond wouldn't be dead forever. That is a good first cast and a good first fish. It's my first really good Illinois pond bass of the year. Knew I had to go back to this pond. But we're no longer in ponds, we're in the big leagues. I'm sick of this cold water up in Illinois because I spent so much of this like late winter, early spring. I was in Florida, I was in Texas a lot. And then I come up here and the water's like low 40s and the fish are just not really having it. You can get them to eat, but there's not any stellar fishing days. So I drove about an hour south. I'm here at Braidwood. If any of you from the Chicago suburbs, you know Braidwood. It's a power plant lake. The beginning of March is when it opens and it becomes really, really good. The water temp, I'm assuming, what's up? I'm assuming the water temp is going to be upper 60s, low 70s, pretty much very warm. They're going to be done spawning, I think. To be truthful, I have never, ever fished this lake. But it's not that big. It shouldn't be too hard to figure out. It's nice dark water. I'm going to stick with a jig and then a chatterbait. On both of these setups, I'm going to be using 65-pound braid, this brand specifically. Now this company right here, Godline, they reached out to me and wanted to sponsor a video, so I said, sure, I like bringing you guys videos with new products. So this is the product I'm going to be using and testing out today. I did use it yesterday. I did catch that fish on it that I showed you earlier in this video on it. It's just 8-strand, 65-pound, nice green braid. So I'm going to put her to the test today. I'm going to launch this boat so Bella stops freaking out. What are you doing? You getting into things? Hey. Hey. I just love when she's eating something and I don't know what it is. You gonna lick a bass? I'm really curious what she's gonna do when I actually catch a bass while boat flipping. Some dogs I know avoid fish like the plague, and then other ones just come up and like gnaw and lick them and try to eat them almost. Hey, can you get out of there? Let's go fishing now, Bella. How about that? Hey, Bella, if you could get off of there, that'd be great. That way we can go. It's amazing. She's like not scared of anything. She just loves boats. It's better than being afraid. Like, look at. Hey, come here. Hey, sit. There you go. All right, and we're off. I don't know why I've never taken her fishing before. Dogs and bass fishing just go hand in hand. Very American. Maybe not little wiener dogs, but dogs in general, yes. Since I have never been here before, I'm gonna try to stay moving. The water clarity is like maybe a foot. Just gonna use this vibrating jig, hopefully all day. I do not see myself breaking off with 65-pound braid. I didn't make my pond excursions a video because they just flat out sucked. But one very important thing that I learned from those pond videos is how effective that braid is when you're fishing with a chatterbait, because I've said in many videos before when I fish with lipless crankbaits, you guys know how much I love using braid with lipless crankbaits, because unlike with fluoro or monofilament, when you get that lipless crankbait down in some grass, a little bit of bottom muck, whatever it is that's stopping it from working effectively, if you have braid on, you could just rip it right out of that stuff and free it up really clean. This chatterbait is the same way. A lot of the ponds I was fishing had like so much dead matter on the bottom from the winter, and with this thick braid all you would have to do is go whoop, and it would just rip right out. There's one right in the corner. All right, first like 2 minutes of the day. I think it's a good one too. What is this? This is heavy. It's really not that big, but it was fighting so hard. Bella, it's a bass. Hey. Okay, I guess you're gonna be the dog that just ignores fish. Hey, Bella, there's a fish on the deck. Nah, she doesn't care. First little braidwood bass. As expected for Illinois fish, they have little holes in them from being caught all over the place. He came right off that little corner of the grass. Perfect. This actually might be a little female full of eggs. Maybe these fish haven't spawned yet. This fish isn't that warm. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Well, I literally started right there and we've already caught a bass, so That is very good. Vibrating jig, winner. Godline braid, winner so far. That fish surprised the hell out of me, honestly. Power plant bass fight so much harder. If you'd have told me that was a 4-pound fish when I was fighting it, I would have definitely put money on it. How about you, Bella? You're just content back there in your own little world? I think she just loves the fresh air and exploring. I thought she was gonna come up to the front deck and be a spaz once I flipped that fish in, but she's just chilling. Hey, you're getting a little hot. This is how we're giving her water. She's drinking it right out of the bottle cap. I don't have a bowl. I really should have thought that through better. You wanna go for a swim maybe? Let's take you for a little dip. The water's definitely in the 60s, but her coat is so hot. Not a full dip because that water is cold. Feel a little better? A little better? Haven't had another bite, but I'm really trying to figure these fish out. I mean, I caught that fish off a little point in the reeds, but as you guys can see, the whole damn lake is reeds, so that doesn't really help. Are you reading a water temp? What do you got? I didn't link up my graph or anything.
63.
63, thank you. Well, we just talked to that nice guy right there as we were passing by. He told me a couple main things. One, water temp was 63, and two, he's been here all day and only caught 2 fish. So I don't really know how to take that. There's one. There's a good one. Smoke that chatterbait right on the point. They love these points. Bella, it's a fish. You gonna react? Here, we'll flip it back here for her. What are you gonna do? Oh, she is so scared of it. It's a little bass, Bella. This guy's like, his mouth is all red. What are you gonna do? Just sniff him? Just sniff him? She half licked him and then got scared. Thank you, buddy. That was a fish, Bella. There's one. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, 65-pound braid and summit. How are you gonna do? Ah, it's too high. It's the biggest fish I've had all day too. Oh, now the braid is cutting into the wood. Let's see here. What's the best way to go about this? The problem is the braid is cut through. You know what I can do? I'm just gonna go around. That fish is pegged well. It's not even that big. I'd be willing to bet there's a bunch in this log. There's no way I'm catching them after this debacle. This is so dumb. If this was a tournament right now, I would be just, woo! There'd be some swear words, there would be some freaking out. This rod and this line can easily lift the fish over. The problem is the line is like cut into the wood there. Oh, this poor fish. It's just sitting at the surface. Yeah, there we go. Again, not that big. Oh, Bella. Belly, what do you think of this? Okay, now you're gonna lick them. Now you're gonna lick them all over. Yeah, we're way in the tree. Okay, now you warmed up to bass a little bit. Now all you wanna do is lick them. This is the biggest fish of the day, not by much. It honestly looks like a spawned out female. Or a female that is trying to spawn. Wanna kiss it goodbye one more time? Yeah, your breath really can't get any worse, so what's the fish gonna do? All right, that was really chaotic. That fish, the line got wrapped around right here and it got like really stuck. So there was no way I was ripping that fish over the log. I wonder if dogs like the taste of bass like that, because I've never met a dog, or actually, no, I've met one dog, but I've seen way, way, way more dogs, and if they see a fish in front of them, they'll just keep licking it and licking it and licking it. Oh, that was so cool. Oh, that was the coolest fish catch ever. That was so freaking sweet. Bella, another fish for you to sniff. Bella, now you don't care anymore. The reason I say that this fish catch was cool, Again, like a really nice solid fish. I'm really impressed by the size of fish coming out of this lake because this is Illinois after all. But I pitched it right up beside that bush and I saw a huge, well, not huge to me from when I was seeing it because it stands out so much from the sand, but this fish was up and like right on the bank and he shot like 3 feet over to it and just crushed it. I don't know if this was a male like guarding a nest or what, but thank you, buddy. Like that fish was so obvious against this like sandy, chalky-ish watercolor. That's 2 fish for the chatterbait, 2 fish for the jig. Bella, what was wrong right there? Right when I thought I had you figured out, right when I thought that you loved smelling bass, doesn't even react again. I'm thinking this jig might be a little better because it's way more subtle than a chatterbait. Usually chatterbaits excel just like spinnerbait conditions, kind of like windier, cloudy when the water's more broken up and they can't see very well. This is flat calm. Ooh, I think that was another one. Honestly, a Senko would be best right now, but I don't know the lake and I'm trying to cover water. If I knew the lake and was trying to pick a lure that I thought would give me the most chance of catching the most fish, Senko 100%. But I like to move fast anyway. How many times have you guys seen me fish a Senko on this channel, if any? Another thing I wanted to point out is that I really like this braid a lot. It casts really smooth, it's supple. Definitely gets 2 thumbs up for me, but the biggest thing about it is that it's 8-strand braid. It's not 4-strand. If you guys have ever like tried to compare braids or have looked at it and ever had a decision and didn't know which type of braid to buy, always go with 8-strand braid over 4-strand. It's way better, it's way stronger. 8-strand, 2 thumbs up for me. Well, folks, just switched the battery out. Bella, you want at it so bad, don't you? We got another one on the chatterbait. No, Bella. Jack has a dog named Benny, don't you, Jack?
Yes.
What kind of breed is Benny?
English Springer.
Does Benny like licking bass?
I can honestly say I don't think he's seen a bass.
Bella wants this fish so bad, but this fish too is a pre-spawn female that is not, oh, she's barking at me now because she wants to fish. Bye, fish. Thanks for biting. So guys, this is my buddy Jack. He always calls when I need good luck and I always catch fish when he calls, as proof right here. Oh my God, Bella is now pawing at the boat because she wants at that fish. So Jack, you have a dog named Benny. Does Benny like licking fish? Have you had him on the boat?
I have not. He has not seen a bass.
He's not seen a bass. Bella was apprehensive at first, but she was like pawing at the water wanting that fish to come back.
Basing off of how Benny handles squirrels, he'll probably not let that fish swim again.
I'm honestly pretty impressed with this lake, guys. I mean, like for a lake in Illinois, I really cannot believe I have never fished it. Like all through high school, it was only an hour away. The whole pond has great vegetation and cover all the way around. Definitely gets a ton of pressure, but the fact that I've been able to catch 5 today definitely is a good thing. Isn't that right, Bella? She is like frantically looking for this fish. I'll catch another one for you, Bella, don't worry. Back in the boat. She's just fearless. Me and her are having a great day out here. She has not whimpered, barked once. You guys have to understand, this is a wiener dog. Wiener dogs typically have like horrible separation anxiety. They just freak out a lot. They cry a lot. They need attention. This whole time I've been fishing the front, she's just been chilling back here. I've had to give her water a good amount of times, of course, but she's being a trooper. You know what else is being a trooper? The chatterbait, the jig, and the god line. I'd honestly, if you were to tell me that I was gonna come out here and catch 5 fish with how many boats that are out here, I would tell you that I'd be satisfied with that, to be quite honest with you, especially never having fished here before. I really like this lake, but I've noticed that I've only caught fish in a specific type of area. I know I told you at the beginning of the video that whenever you're on a new lake catching fish, you gotta always clue in on what they're on. Almost every single fish has came off a piece of structure, but most importantly, they've came off like areas that are really close to deep water and little channels. This whole shoreline here was all way too shallow. So I'm moving right now to some deeper areas. Hopefully we get to have Bella sniff some more bass over here pretty soon. Look at this, you're pooped. Bella, we're at our next spot. I need to go catch some fish. I think all this time outside has done her in. She is just dead. She would sleep on me this entire afternoon. She's gonna be dead on the car ride. She's actually gonna sleep well tonight. Bella. Moved my hand, didn't even care. She just went right back to bed. We got some more fish to catch, Bella. You've been on a boat all day. You finally get to run and you just wanna sit down. let's go home. We had a great day of fishing out here on Braidwood. This parking lot was absolutely filled. There's people parking on the grass. A good amount of them are gone at this point. I want to give a big thank you to Godline. You guys can click the link down below and check out the braid for yourselves as you would like. They have all sorts of strands, all sorts of pound tests, all sorts of sizes of spools. Today I used the 8-strand 65-pound test and it was muy bueno. I might be coaching a little high school tournament out here in a week or two. Might be. It's still not definitive quite yet, but I really want to. Come on, Bella, let's put you inside. Sit, be good. You wanted to sit. So I might be seeing this lake again in the very near future. Another thing, I made a video a couple weeks ago about the pet muskie. I got like hundreds of emails. Thank you so much to each one of you that offered up a little pond for the fish. What? I think she's barking at me because she wants to go home. That's hilarious. But yes, I've responded to most of you, not entirely all of you yet. We will be putting Tiger Woods in a new body of water, a new home up here very shortly within the next couple weeks. That's going to do it for me though today. Thank you to each and every one of you for watching this video. Thank you for your time and stay tuned for the next video.